Morning, happy Friday. Today, I think today's the 6th. Hope all is well. So this is a different kind of video here today. My target audience for this video here is either new awakened persons or people that haven't awakened yet, but they are experiencing bizarre behavior, from like co-workers, bosses, and even family. One thing I can say, this is I'm approaching my 8th month of being awakened. The end of this month will be 8 months. That the Most High, prior to your awakening, He would give you all these signs. It's like pieces of the puzzle. You have all these pieces. You've not put the puzzle together, but He's giving you all these nuggets and pieces of the puzzle. And then when you have your awakening, it's like, bam, you put the puzzle together. But then the image that we see, the picture we see that by putting these puzzle pieces together have created, it's hard to accept at times, this truth. So it's not like He just, now of course there's gonna be other revelations, downloads that you're gonna get that's probably gonna be mind blowing, what have you. But it's like He prepares you in His own way for the awakening, and then once we have it, it's like, I just know, even with me, I struggle a little bit dealing with it, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning. So what I mean by like pieces of the puzzle and nuggets, as far as the family unit, take my brother for instance, and I'm chosen, I have fruits of the spirit, love, joy, peace, goodness, patience, all of that, right? So you have, or I should say, a lot of family members who, narcissistic, practice witchery, with black magic, all of that kind of crap. So now a lot of this I didn't know until after my awakening, right? But like the signs, those puzzle pieces was there. My brother, it's like I could do nothing, to win his love or his favor. It was just like everything I did, it just was like whatever. I remember when I was into paganism, we, into Christianity, practicing like or Christmas. And one year as a family, we pulled names. And I remember once we pulled the names, it was like we told the people, who name we got before, and my family was kind of like, oh man, because I pulled my brother name. Hey, if I got it and I can afford it, my family, I'll purchase it. That's the kind of person I am. So my sisters were like, man, why you pull my name? Because I know you're going to buy a nice gift, for whoever name you pull. So I pulled my brother's name. Now, mind you, he wasn't there when we pulled names. And when Christmas came, what have you, he wasn't there to, exchange gifts, whatever. So I sent my gift to him back by my family, right? Now, this is the first time, this was like 2007, either 7 or 8, right? And that was the first time I'd ever purchased Jordans. And I bought them for my brother, not for me. That's the person I ever had bought Jordans ever in my life, in 2007, 7 or 8, somewhere around there. If that joker called and thanked me, you did. Nothing, no call, no nothing. He received it. Now, he did receive it, my family told him, but no call from him. I remember I had planned a trip, a cousin's trip, for us to go to Vegas. And it was like me, 4 of my cousins, and my brother. And I had planned it well in advance, like spring. And the trip was Labor Day weekend. And, needless to say, all these jokers bailed out. They couldn't do it, what have you. And I was paying for, all you had to bring was basically your gambling money and food money. I paid for the flight and the hotel, right? So I was able to get monies back far as from my cousins. But my brother his flight, my cousins all flying out of Atlanta. They was, driving up here from Albany. But my brother was flying out of BWI, right? And he was on a whole different airline, United. And the way United is, I couldn't get the money back. It was like the traveler got 6 months to use the ticket. But the purchaser, I couldn't get my money back. So he was the only one I couldn't get it back. But I spoke to him that Monday. He was all good the week of the trip, right? Because he was the only one that hadn't built out that as of yet. And then it was either Monday or Tuesday, but Thursday was the day was flying. I'm in my car on my way to go to, park and ride so I can, catch a shuttle to the airport. My mom called me and discussed what have you, because my brother's telling her he ain't going, and he ain't calling nothing. Why she calling? You grown. You the one going on the trip. I'm thinking I'm flying to Vegas, gonna meet, because this flight was gonna land like 30 minutes after me. So I'm gonna stay there, wait for him. She called. He ain't apologized. He ain't tell me why he didn't go, nothing. He just, I ain't going. There was another trip, Vegas, where shortly after our dad passed, and one of my good friends and his 3 kids, he has young adult children. This was in 2016. All the children in their 20s, whatever. My brother was maybe 30 at the time. And so, the lived experience, and our dad was really close, planning a trip to Vegas, what have you. And we all went, what have you. The whole trip was on my dollar, my dime. And I remember giving him a briefing. I said, Jay, this is a non-smoking room. You can't smoke in here. My brother's a smoker. Left-handed cigarettes and regular cigarettes. But I'm like, hey, you can smoke on a casino floor all day. You can even go outside. But this is a non-smoking room, right? So I remember, I don't think it was that first night, maybe the second night. We was there for like 4 nights. I wake up like at 4 in the morning, 4 something, and he's not in the bed, next to mine. So I'm like, okay. And somebody wake up that time where you go to the bathroom to pee. I go to the bathroom. This joker in there smoking it down in the bathroom in the hotel. Because, those bathrooms got, the bathroom and the toilet in its own closet, but he got the door open. I'm like, Jay, what you doing, man? I told you this is a non-smoking room. No, you can't. The look he gave me. Now, I've heard people say they've seen demonic people and whatnot, and the hate they have for us in their eyes. There's so much hate. As this joker was exiting the bathroom, I'm standing in the door of the bathroom. I pay for the whole trip. Your flight, the hotel, your food. I'm giving you gambling money, everything. This is my little brother. We 12 years apart. I'm financing the whole trip. This joker looked at me as he was passing. His whole look was like, F you, nigga, or as you were, F you, ninja. Get the F out of my face. Get out of my way. His look, he looked at me with so much disgust. And I wanted to body slam him, DDT him right there in that bathroom corridor. But then I was like, you know what? They're going to put us out this hotel and all this, whatever. I ain't doing it. So then as morning came, I wake up, whatever. He had the audacity to apologize to me. Now, get it now. You say, oh, well, why would you mean apology? That's a good thing. Hear me out. My brother at the time used to work for this cable company, and they did like mobile installations, meaning him and his partner will drive maybe like 4 or 5 hours somewhere, and they'll stay there for like 2 weeks to a month installing cable in that area. And that particular area may not have like that cable company, you know what I'm saying, the office there, so they'll mobily go. So he said to me that the cable company he used to work for got billed because him and his boy was smoking in the room in the hotel where they shouldn't have been smoking. The hotel billed the cable company like $275 because they were smoking in the non-smoking room. So it pissed me off even more, because I'm like, so you've been through this already. You've been and you still do this to me? Like, I ain't like, what? So you really, really knew better. One of my sisters, man, I remember, treating me like when I vacation, I would take vacations to go see when I would go visit my family, no red carpet. I give my family the red carpet treatment when they come see me. When I go to see them, it was like whatever. Nobody made no provisions that I'm coming. It was just like, I could have stayed at the house. I could have went somewhere else, what have you. I never forget one time I went to go visit my family. They knew I was coming. I probably flew. Because the older I got, I saw flying. All that driving 10 hours, 12 hours to the birds. That's when I was young. So I flew. Now 800 miles away. My sister at the time, she had no AC in the house, just in her bedroom, right? So she knew I was coming. She had me in the living room on the sofa with a box fan, and you in the bedroom under AC. what? I could have got a hotel. I could have stayed in mama house. Like, what is this? She had no, and they have no compassion. They have no empathy, sympathy, nothing. It's like, this, you gonna treat me like this, your brother? Like, what? One sibling I came to visit from far away, and you got me in your house the whole week. I'm blessed. My hands are blessed. I did that wall back there. I do construction, stuff like that in the house. I hang chandeliers. I like all of that. You got me doing all this work in your house, free labor. I bought the paint. But I'm saying, like, dog, I'm here to visit family, have fun while I'm in D.C., Maryland, but I'm working. I might as well, and you got a whole ninja living there with you, a living boyfriend. Even if he can't do the work physically, he can pay someone to come in, but you want me to do it. And I'm like, I had no problem, but then at the same time, I'm being taken advantage of. I'm here on vacation visiting my family for the holidays, and I'm being put to work the whole time I'm here. This story here, it was funny, and I did not want to laugh. I held my laugh in on this one. Like, as it pertains to these narcissistic people, I'm learning that a lot of them, they trauma stems back to when they was a child at some time during their childhood. And I remember being in a car in my vehicle. This first time my mom was in my vehicle, and we was driving somewhere. And, she's going through the change of life at the time, whatever. And she's hot, and she's wanting to cut the air on. Y'all know these new cars. You can cut the air on one side and not this side and all that. She don't know how to cut the air on. She's pressing buttons, all of this. And I said, and me, oh my God, let me cut it on for you. I got it for you. Man, my mama had a whole conniption fit. I ain't got to touch nothing in your car. You don't want to touch nothing. I ain't touching nothing. I ain't got to do nothing here. She rolled the window down, pulled out some mail out of her pocketbook, her purse, started, I ain't got to touch nothing in this car. You think you all there because you got this car? I ain't got to touch nothing. I want to laugh, but then I'm like, she's serious. Like, I see you fishing. In my mind, I'm like, you can't cut the L on. I'm trying to help you, and you got a whole conniption fit because... Now, when I say that episode kind of remind me of a childlike thing, because my brother, I remember when he was like 5 and I was 17, we was playing some game, some console, it wasn't PlayStation, it was whatever, Nintendo, whatever, and he was being pissed and getting upset because he couldn't win the game, or he couldn't do something. I mean, he all agitated, whatever, and me, Jason, let me go, I got you. He had a whole condition fit because your brother's trying to help you, and I guess you pissed because you can't do it. I cut the whole game. Joker, get in the bed and go to sleep. Take a nap. You obviously need a nap because you acting crazy. I'm trying to help you, and you acting foolish. So that reminded me of my mama. She's grown at the time. She probably was her late 50s, acting like this, and I'm like, what? What in the world? But yeah, uncles and aunts, they jealousy. As you get as I got closer to my awakening, it's like everyone's mask starts slipping. Everyone start revealing their true nature, who they are, as I got closer to my awakening. And it's like, so believe what you see. Believe what you see, what you hear. You ain't crazy. You are hearing what you're hearing. You are seeing what you're seeing. It's bizarre. It's weird. When I saw my uncle acting like that, jealous of me, my aunt was jealous. I was like, what? Because my mom, like, you want your children, your nieces and nephews to come up and do better than you and do, not you being jealous of them. But it's a real thing. You have family members. And see, I guess we're not conditioned to see this kind of behavior in family members, let alone close family members. So it's kind of bizarre. It's kind of like you second guessing what you're seeing and what you're hearing and what? But yeah. We as chosen people, we getting close to our awakening. They know. They might not know the day you're going to awaken, but they know it's coming. I remember my mom, when she would come down here, I stayed outside of Atlanta, and she's from the Southwest Georgia, 3 hours drive, right? She normally would come, stay with me a couple of days. I'd take her down to Southwest Georgia, stay down there for however long. Then she'll come back up, stay some more days with me, a week, whatever, and then go home. My mama wanted nothing to do with staying in my house this particular trip. I was to pick up at the airport, drive her straight to Southwest Georgia. She stayed down there for 2-3 weeks, go get her straight to the airport. And that was bizarre behavior because she's always come to see what she's retired, see what her son doing, stay at his house, whatever. And this was like 45 days before my awakening. in this bizarre behavior of hers. I'm telling, man, I got stories with that one right there. Like, what? Used to, about 2 years before my awakening, I would call, checking on my mom. Hey, ma, how you doing? What's going on? What do you want? What? I'm like, Mom, what? Shouldn't the son call their mama and check on their mama? What's going on? Her disposition when I used to call them, like 2 years before my awakening, it was crazy and bizarre behavior. I didn't know what to make of it. A lot of times, too, with these narcissist people, they have the traits of, and I'm not knocking anybody's illness, whatever, but if you ever been around people that's bipolar, they have traits of like bipolar, OCD, different things. My mom got a touch of OCD, but oh man, they got a lot of different traits that bipolar people have too, or people that suffer from bipolar. But yeah, don't ignore the signs. You're not crazy. You ain't. They're just in the Most High revealing different things to you. So when you do have your awakening, and even after my awakening, it was still hard for me to accept certain truths. I would have my moments. I sit back and like, what? My mama really think this about me? My mama is a narcissist? My uncle, my aunt is this way? My cousin, like, bruh. You out the matrix. The mask is slipping. You see things for what they are. You see people's true intention. And so now that you're awakened, you get some of them, they can't even be around you because they know they're exposed. And that mask going to come clean off when you get around them or even talk to them. So a lot of them will ghost you. I isolate family members. A ghost isolate you. You be like, what happened? So yeah, don't ignore the signs, man. You're not crazy. You're not. All right? If you like this video, comment, like, and share, and stay tuned for the next video. Again, happy Friday.